Good morning, folks. It's 6:24 a.m., Sunday, October 1st, 2017. 6:24, 426, fortitude, understanding, intuition. And that is relative. That is relative to what I'm going to say this morning, what I want to talk about. Excuse me, Sniffle City here. There's a lot of different things that I talk about, bits and pieces. Some people that are waking up and searching are finding a little bit relative to some of the things they say. Excuse me. And I've had people actually say, gee, Jay, someone else is saying the same thing. And I used to take the time to go look, and I said, no, we're not. Then that would confuse me a little bit. It's like, where'd they get that? And I understood right away it was because a different type of thought process with some different meaning was being introduced. And it's so new that it seemed relative, but it really wasn't. Because of what I am, because of what I was made to do, my function, because what I became due to all the abuse. My spirit is very strong, not this body. This body's falling apart. Good. But what I am inside, who I really am, is very strong. Excuse me. So I'm able to do these things, but it's also my job to handle certain issues. In creation, I was made like that, that's all. So I like calling myself the janitor. There's people that come to my YouTube channel that are, how can I put this? I'm blunt about things, but I'm always trying to be compassionate and caring. But when that time is past, I'm a hammer. I'm going to knock the crap out of that nail, or tear down that house if that's necessary. But they come here like children looking for excitement. I want to hear about this. I want you to be this. Expect you to be this for me. It's like, screw you, man. I'm here for everyone. I'm here to do a job. I've always been here for everyone. And that's what has brought creation to the point is that right now, a place of turn, of change. Those original first being halves, the original first being both halves, is no longer existent. It's gone. Completely deleted. Maybe little teeny pieces like a raindrops from a cloud, but that's it. Their angels, their servants, like living energetic robots that would control you. You'd have between 1 and 5 of them on you. They're almost completely gone. No one has them on them anymore. Just a few people here and there. They've been deleted. So what does that leave you with? Freedom. Freedom to open up. Freedom to become yourself. Freedom to see more of what's going on. Less controls in your life. You actually have more free will than you have ever had. It's never completely free will, because there's the other side controls you while you're in a body. That's just the way it is when you're in a body. But it's not so abusive. Right now it's stupid, it's chaotic. And abrupt change to that situation will be happening soon. Oh, Good morning. Belated. I'm going to talk a bit about spirit. Stone energy. A lot of the things basically everything I've talked to you about, almost every single thing I've ever talked about are things that I see for myself, understand, and that I've had to go through in this life. The only things that aren't is stuff that I have to go back into way in the beginning of what we consider time is having lives and just before it to see things. That's going back and getting the information, but this other stuff, I've learned this life. Stone energy. When I could first finally feel stone energy, that took a long time. Hell, I guess that was 2009. And I'm 62. So I was pretty old. What, 53? No, wait a minute. More than that, I guess. Anyway, I can't do the first lick of math right now. That used to be my strongest subject, but my head won't work in that aspect whatsoever right now. But anyway, I was old when I started waking up, becoming this. So a lot of people say, "Oh my God, I'm late. I got to go." No, you're on time. You're here. You're right now. 2013 is when the original, first being male and female, the almost all of them, all of the two of them was destroyed. Like I said, you get rid of a cloud, sometimes there's a couple little drops hanging around, that's it. They're not hardly strong enough to do anything. I'm sure there's some out there somewhere hiding. We can only see so much when we're in these bodies. Again, the tuning fork. Take the tuning fork, smack it. It sounds so beautiful, and then you smack it again, you stick it in some oil, in a jar of oil, it's going to go like that. That's what it's like when you, as your true self, sentient energy, are placed in the body. Okay? The way I talk is basically the same, but the format's a little bit different because there's more professional people coming in now that are trying to understand what's going on. They've been seeing all these QEEG reports, psychiatrists, psychologists, scientists, geneticists. I have their attention now. Not all of them, but that group is starting to come in. They're starting to say, okay, what is this guy about? I do talk about everything. I talk about what spirit is. I talk about our friends from other planets that are here. I've put myself in a situation where one group of psychiatrists could have literally put me in a mental institution for a year, and they let me go, and it's like kick butt, you know. So they could understand, but they were confused, a little confused as to, this is strange. I know this man is doing good things. I don't know how he does this. I know his heart is powerful and all he does is help people, because I showed that under very intense, extreme situations. I showed that. They could understand. They had enough time with me. They said, damn, this dude's just unreal. Not like, yeah, Jay's better than anything else, because I'm not. I'm better than nothing. But they understood basically what I was and why I was here, is to help. Scientists and all that, they have a different way of thought process. They're people. Hello, sit down and have a beer with one. Glass of wine, a glass of good cold ice water. Nice clean ice water. My favorite. Some people said, Jay, you know, your cirrhosis is so bad. Well, it's not good. Okay? It's not good. So they say I shouldn't drink. Well, it's almost 30 years now, in high 20s, that I've been taking very strong medication for my lungs. Why? Because I have COPD, number 3 cause of death. I was born with it. It wasn't from smoking cigarettes. Excuse me. I have CLLI, chronic lower lung infections. Last time I looked, might have been a year ago, I think less. It was the number 4 cause of death on the planet. Cirrhosis of the liver is, we just looked that up, just laughing, Dan and I, being goofy. Number 12 cause of death here. There's no boo-hoo Jay in there anywhere. I mean, this body's messed up, but the cirrhosis of my liver did not come about from drinking. I used to not even drink. As a kid growing up, I drank a bit, and then I just got bored of it, stopped. I didn't want any more. I smoked cigarettes for a few years, and when I say a few, I mean just a few. And that's why you have COPD. No, it's not. I was born with it. Polyps in my lungs, my sinus, everywhere. Some thought processes serve us when we're being general. Some of them do not. But the thing is, just be concerned about what's most important in your life. And as you do that and try to relax, who you really are inside comes out and helps other people. Getting back to something I was talking about earlier, stone energy. I learned about that when I picked up a piece of a stone that I looked it up. I said, what is this? This was put on my front walk, right up against my front walk, going out of my house. It came out of nowhere, and it was literally put there. Someone else put it there because it was time for me to be feeling stoned, so they helped me out. And they were not from here, okay? From off planet. Palladian, to be honest, didn't give them credit. They helped me get going. There's a video, I should do it today, put it together, of different things that have happened here on this planet, from other ships and everything else, caught on video, things they're doing to help us, big things, caught on camera. Then there's always some idiot that says, this is fake. This isn't true. I know. Listen to me. It's like, folks, you can listen to me or not. You know, I'm going to give you the information, but that's it. But a lot was done to discredit true things happening, including factions from the government. But anyway, back to stone energy. I do move around. Why? Because I cover a lot of ground. There's so much that we're not aware of when we come into a body, and we've been controlled all our lives. Blah. Excuse me. Well, now that's not the case. Okay? We literally have freedom for the first time while he's in these bodies. So anyway, with the stone energy, the first time I picked up this piece of stone, I looked it up and it said Azeztulite. I said, Azeztulite? I said, what the heck's this? Then it says, it's the Azez beings who are pure spirit, and they fly around on the ships all over the universe. And I'm like, all right, now wait a minute. This is like a religion. It makes no sense. These people are spirit, they're energy. They don't need a ship to fly. And how do they hold on to the controls? Talk to some people, probably someone like Simon Parks, and they'll say, well, they telekinetically use the physical, they bridge the gap, or David Wilcock. Not trying to beat those people up, but I'm making a statement. These two folks are nutty. When it comes to the reality of what is, they are gone, okay? Sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not aggressive or trying to attack. I'm not trying to be aggressive or attack anyone. I'm telling you what's real, and what they're talking about is not. I'm not here for a popularity contest. I'm here to do a job. When a janitor rolls up his sleeves and gets out the mop, throw some water, fresh water and soap in there, and he's going to clean up the floor, do you think he's worried about getting some crap on him? No. He's concerned about doing his job, finishing, and going home. Ta-da! So anyway, then I started feeling stoned, learning about it. And then the name came in to me about Essonite. That's part of Gabriel's planet that was here. She started talking to me. Jay hears voices. Oh, Bolton, if you think that's something you want to talk about, let me give you more. I hear voices. I see people that are energy, okay? I see them. I see them. I can see their frequencies. Sometimes they'll stare at a wall, and I can see a glow of electromagnetic energy going through wires. I try not to focus like that, but sometimes that is, if I relax and let it loose, I can see it. Waste of my time, okay? I can attack energy. I can heal energy. I've helped people to heal, but actual healing has to happen from something out of body. Remember, when you're in a body, you're incredibly limited, but if you're so strong and so powerful that you can actually go back through your body, the part that's outside of this physical body, I can affect the things on the other side in a yes or no. They know me, they feel me, but things are being stupid. I can't make them smart. I'll talk to something and it just blows you off. So then it has to be dealt with a live or die situation, or being grabbed and cleaned and stored, and that takes a lot of energy. When you have a whole lot of people coming at you that is stupid, you eventually, after fighting 24/7 for about 9 years, you say screw and you kill it. Okay, here again, I'm pushing you to your limits of understanding. I do that a lot. I'll talk to you about something that's in a safe zone where you start to understand and comprehend it, and then before getting away from you, I throw something else at you. Why the hell does Jay keep doing that? Damn it, I was just starting to believe him. That's because I'm leading you into the information I know that you're going to find later to be true, because it is, and it's going to help you become who you are, your true self. That's what this is about, okay? If I have an underlying intention behind any of this, that's what it is, trying to lead you to yourself. So, give me just a second. And we're back. Stone does have energy. That's like nutrients for us. Now, you've seen me for the longest time not wearing any stone whatsoever. There's a reason for that. More of me has been coming out of my body, extending out, going back home. I've removed parts of my own spirit. A lot of the older shaman and some of the other metaphysical practitioners, remember, there's no such thing as a psychic. Everyone has metaphysical abilities. Those that have learned to use them and hone them in are metaphysical practitioners, but the idea is for everyone to be using their abilities, and they are metaphysical practitioners. We use them to a very small extent, but we're taught not to trust them. That's one of the things I'm trying to change. Now, I found out after a while that stone did have energy, and it would affect me, and I could feel it going into my head and things, and it made me stronger. And after I learned a lot about it, and I had star Essonite on me. First it was Essonite, very strong, and star Essonite, the strongest stone on the planet. Dragon egg star Essonite, that form of it is the strongest. The crystal dragon egg star Essonite, the dragon egg star Essonite crystal is in its own way the strongest thing. It's clear, it's not as hard in the head, but it's very powerful vibration. Excuse me. So then after a while, the stone lost its power. That was my thought process. I said, I feel the stone. I no longer feel the that big strong hit. What the hell? Did I hurt the stone? I mean, is it broken? Then I said, something's up. And I said, having an open mind, which I do, excuse me, if you want to become awake, aware, you're going to have an open mind. So, sorry, excuse me, had to do something. Anyway, I just got taken away. Had to deal with somebody at a body. Anyway, this gets sad. I've been doing this so long. Anyway, everyone thinks it's spirit out of body. Is that it's all so knowing, and no, it's not like that at all. But there's different parts of that. Anyway, there's a lot to that. Anyway, actually, it's not a lot. There's some basics that you just have to see and understand for yourself, and then it's very simple, like everything else I do. So anyway, so then I took the stone, and then I handed it to someone else, a friend. I said, "Feel that, will you?" And she did, and went, "Whoa!" She goes, "Holy mackerel!" And I said, "Okay, this stone has energy. I can't feel it, so therefore, according to our current thought process, I must be broken." Excuse me again. No, I'd already gotten stronger. The stone remains constant. That energy in that stone remains constant. You can't take it away. There's life force in there. It's part of Gaia. You can't take it. So I said, okay, that's something to learn. A lot of people will buy these spheres. Excuse me. I should say a lot of people have bought these spheres, and then they get stronger, period. It does it to you. When it's helped make you stronger, and it's there and you don't feel it, so what do? Throw it away? It's no good? No. No. Because believe it or not, it continues to make you stronger. Period. When the first time you see a dog, that is your responsibility to take care of and nurture and enjoy companionship. That's really exciting. Well, as time goes on, it doesn't, you learn to love deeper. Hopefully you got that in you. If not, give the dog to someone who does have heart. But that initial excitement is gone, but it's replaced with something stronger and more powerful. That's what stone energy does for you. It's a vitamin. Excuse me, it's a vitamin. Stone energy is a vitamin for your own personal energy. Lapis lazuli works very good on the pineal gland inside the head. Helps you see multidimensionally. Excuse me. I just made a healing sphere for someone. And it has strong healing energy in it. But it's also made for their person. And it's also helping something else happen in the brain to help this person understand more about something. And Deanna felt it. And she said, I told her, I made it kind of different. She said, "Jay, this is a physical healing sphere." I said, "I know." I said, "It's in there." I said, "Let me show you something." So, and Deanna, she's smart, okay? She's been hanging around me for a long time, working with me. She is the spiritual foundation. Okay, I'm just a walk by. Anyway, so I took it, and I took the energy, deep, like forest green, but real deep, that type of energy related to dragon. So I took that and I put that, she'd already felt the sphere, and I put that into it to break out through it. I said, "Okay, now feel it." And she goes, "Wow, it was, really in the top of the head. Now it's sinking down lower." And I said, "It goes all the way through the body, and it goes into the heart and comes out." Sometimes when we heal physically, it has to do with the brain too, how the brain looks at things, how the brain operates, how it functions. Don't forget, that's where the DNA format is. I know what I'm doing. Those people that are close to me, I'm leaving them the information they need, but what a lot of them don't understand is as soon as I'm out of this body, as soon as I'm free, and I drop this body like a beat-up jumpsuit, I'll go in their heads and just take care of them, tell them what they need, show them. They'll just know. So they'll be able to take care of others. So anyway, when you don't feel the energy from a sphere, it's still putting it out. Relax, open yourself up to flow, and then feel it again. That's what I did. I said, okay, and I realized, finally had to realize what it was. It took me a couple weeks. I said, okay, and I thought this, but after I took the time to go see some people, let them feel it, and they could feel it and everything, and trying to understand what's going on. Then I said, all right, it's just me, and I don't want to be arrogant, but apparently I'm stronger. And I just relaxed. I opened up, and when I looked at my hands through my head, not physically, but when I looked through my pineal in my brain, I looked at the energy coming out of the stone, going on my hands, and I could see where my energy was stronger, so it wasn't flying up through me quick. I had to open up and let it in, and then boom, they'd come in, and then it started hitting me again. And eventually I made that a natural practice. I started with just a little bit of stone. I was told in my head, this Essenite's very good, it's very strong. Get a bunch of it, get 50 pounds, put it underneath your bed. So I figured, okay, good, 50's great. So I put 100, 150. I could feel the difference. But then after a while, you can't, because you're just stronger until you relax, open up, and invite the stone energy into you, and then you can feel it flow. You become stronger, hence the whole point. These stones. I just went through something where I released part of my own energy from me to go out and do some work. And I was not satisfied with what became of it, so I pulled it back in. That's a little bit of a transformation process. That's rough. Line. She's the female dragon of the wind. There's dragon spirit mates, 4 of them, and then a 5th one. That's just an overlooker. That's part Arae. There's stuff going on outside. Anyway, where was I? See, a lot of you right now, a lot of people that come here, not a lot of you, a lot of people that come here right now might say, boy, Jay's really going off on the outer edge here, knowing he's talking to doctors and scientists and stuff. No, I'm not. I'm being real. If there's one thing anybody can see about me is I'm real. I tell you what I know. Now, somebody can say he's crazy, insane. I've proven I'm not, but they can think that. But I tell you what I understand. And understanding is the key. There's a lot of aggression going on right now on the other side. A lot of it. And that's what's happening. Anyway, that's why I'm here fading in and out. I'm actually watching, seeing what's happening, and I'll do what I need to after the video. Anyway, back to stones. Different stones have different characteristics. Okay, when I pull this huge piece of me out, it was over a quarter of what I was inside this body. I removed it to do something it didn't. Grabbed it, cleaned it, changed it, put it back inside me. A lot of shamans talk about soul retrieval. When a piece of your spirit just takes off somewhere because it freaked out over something, that's very real. Now, do you want to understand that? Okay, we got excited, scared, and a piece of us took off. Well, okay, let's go take that a little deeper. And when I say piece of us, of course, I'm talking about our spirit. We'll take that just a little deeper. Is something I need to tell you about stone, too. Anyway, all the fighting I've been doing on the other side, what I've been going through, not stuff dealing with people on the other side. 24/7 fighting. For over 8 years. My energy is very strong. My spirit, what I really am, the real me, not this body. I'm not a Chevy. Okay, this is the Chevy I drive around, just for example. Whatever make car you drive, that's your body. That's not you. That's the body. That's your body to drive, have a life in. That's not that's the physical body you're given, the vehicle. Okay, your body is just that, a vehicle that's got the doors welded shut. You can't get out. So anyway, I gotta deal with something right back. Okay, so much for that. Soul retrieval. So anyway, when I'm fighting and doing this thing, your crown is up here. The upper crown, there's 3 crowns, basic crown energies. Some people, there's 47 chakras in the body, and I know all of them. I introduce you to them. For Pete's sake, okay, there's 7 basic ones, but there's 3 power places, okay? There's the solar plexus, there's the heart, and then there's the pineal-based stuff. Now, excuse me, what happens is there's 3 different crowns. There's the hypothalamus gland, that area that actually produces understanding with help from the heart, and then there's a layer that's above, like a blanket that was sitting on it and then raised off and stretched out a little bit. That is your lower crown. And then there's a middle crown that's like a lens. That's in this metaphysical ability stuff. I explained this all, and that was for everyone, but very important for the doctors to have. It's not the first time I put it out there, but I don't have a way to really link the videos together. I'm trying to start doing that to help you all. You can use keywords, you know, DNA, ICUC, pineal, and get a group of different videos. Anyway, so if you think of the crown, the crown system as an opening where your spirit comes out, ascension energy, plus some of your energy too, is a lot of your energy is flowing in and out. If you think of a pot of water that's on a boiler, huge burner, and it starts boiling, the more energetic, the more that energy is churned up and worked on, like as if somebody was afraid and a little piece of their soul came out. That's how you can basically understand it with a simple thought process. Simple is good. Doesn't mean you're dumb. It means it's simple. There's enough other things you have to put more intention into. Why make it worse? Okay, why make it more difficult, especially when there's so much to do, areas you haven't even gone to yet. Okay, when you're exploring somewhere, say you're an explorer, you go to a new country or a new planet, you're going to sit there for an hour and play with one stone? No, you're going to move around. Okay, now, so this pot of water, through the top of it, it starts boiling because of the heat, because of the action being created, and then it's just pieces start coming out. Well, that's basically what happens with soul retrieval, that the fear and everything got your energy so bound up that a piece of it took off. And lots of times it's fear that'll make it just take off. So it can come out your crown, it'll come out the base chakra, sometimes a little piece comes out of the heart. It doesn't come out much of the solar plexus. Solar plexus is really strong. So, I can push it out. To a certain extent, I can push it out. I can clean it. I can work with it. I can't give it a new personality. It is what it is. And there's different parts of who you are that are part of your spirit. So when you pull it out, I was pulling out something I want to get the heck away. It was strong. It was supposed to help more, but it was more like, glad I'm out of there. Excuse me. I said, no, I let go of you to do a job. So anyway, I pull it in. I let it give me its name and everything else. So I feel stupid saying I've done this and now I had to pull it back? No, I'm telling you what's going on. I've had more lives than anything else. I understand things that no one else does. I'm talking in or out of body. Again. Just a mop that's been around the floor longer, that's all. Some people, it's like, he's on a trip, he says this, he can't be this, can't be that. You know, forget the words can't be and look into what could be. Open up your mind. You know how your mind gets bigger? Opening it up, taking more in. Simple concept. So anyway, but that's what this soul retrieval thing is your energy got really perked up hard, piece of it came out, and then you try to, if you relax and feel for pieces of yourself, you can do that, but the field is changing to where this little piece of energy it was a piece of fear, a piece of your own spirit that had a lot of fear in it. Things are calming down with it, and it's coming back to you through the field naturally. That's called healing. Now back to stones. Getting back to stones. When I did this, I opened up myself to attack, and sure enough, here come these little idiots. They weren't trying to hurt me. They don't know what they're doing. They've never had a life. They're recently released pieces of spirit that don't understand. Doesn't matter, still something to deal with. So that's when I needed to take my energy and make it stronger. I was talking with all of you. Have incredible animal spirit guides with you. Okay? Animal essence is the most honorable of the spirit there is out there. Period. If you don't like that, if you don't want to believe it, you can think of me as a book, a video, a DVD, a database on a computer, a file format. I'm telling you what it is. You can like it or not, you can believe it or not, but when you take the time to look at it, you're going to find out I'm right. Am I perfect? Hell no. Such a thing does not exist. If you use the information I give you to help you find yourself, you find stuff for yourself. And then what do you have? Your own truth. And isn't that where you're going to go anywhere? Anyway? Isn't that what you have anyway? Yes. So I'm helping to give your body better sustenance so that you can grow stronger. I'm just doing it in a spirit and a mental way. Stone energy. This is something I wanted to talk about. Different stones do different things because I see frequencies. I don't just see the auric expressions of the frequency. I see the frequencies themselves, the wavelengths, what they look like. This is a very important necklace to me today. This and I've got a few others I was wearing. When I woke up this morning, I was still trying to put myself together after reclaiming this other part of myself. And just before that, I'd pulled a large piece of myself out, and I had to kind of like stir the pot to get what I am as spirit together again. And Dragonstone Jasper really helps for that. Black Onyx helps pull your personal power together. Amazonite helps. It's high vibration. It's good for your head. It helps you grow. Excuse me. It helps your abilities come out, but at the same time, it's very cleansing. Black tourmaline will literally take frequencies that don't feel good with you, and it helps you just shed them. It like turns you into Teflon or something, where it just goes away. Okay, and the Amazonite is a cleanser, but it's high vibration. It helps push things along. Amazonite and black tourmaline are very good together. Now, why am I telling you this instead of telling you to go to the spiritualfoundation.com and buy it? Well, you get the stuff there. Not only is it the exact right combination, but it's cranked up and strong as hell. And that's why it costs more than going to a store and getting a stone. It's a difference. There is something there. Whether you can see it or accept it or not, that's something in itself. It has nothing to do with the value of what it is. Then also there's something different. It's a type of agate. We call it dragon scale. Dragon scale agate. It lets energy. It's energy. The energy that comes from it. It's literally like a dragon scale. Okay, it flows. It's easy, but there's like an armor coating to it, like an armor plating to it. Not on the stone itself, in its energy. So it's got black onyx in it. This necklace is very strong. It helps clean what's in me. The Amazonite helps keep things higher vibration and cleansing, cleaning, rinsing, and then actually cleaning, breaking apart. And then a black tourmaline helps continue that and help stuff flow off of you. The black onyx brings out your personal power to make you strong. The dragonstone jasper comes in. Okay, and plus there's two different types of dragonstone jasper. One of them is very strong power for pulling stuff in, and the other one brings you good healing. And then you have let's see. Well, that's basically it. But I mean, that's all you need. So anyway, right now, for me, that's important. Now, I don't wear stones a whole lot anymore because this body is dying. I need to go. I'm not trying to pull myself together. I'm leaving the body. But at a moment when I'm going through all this crap, yeah, it's a biggie. Okay, it helps. Plus, shungite is very good to help you relax. Anyway, a lot of people wonder about spirit, what it is. Spirit is energy that's become sentient in the first dimension. Then it comes out and it grows. The original first being male and female were farming all of you to make you bigger, so you give out more offspring, and everybody praise it because it loved to bathe itself excuse me, in those frequencies. Rooster. Anyway, that's why. Everyone's looking for this wonderful, perfect, all-loving, all-forgiving God that they don't understand why it abuses them so much and gives them a life of hell. Grapefruit juice, good stuff. So, out of induced fear, people say, "Oh, praise God, praise God. Oh, please be nice to me. Give me what I want. Please, don't let anything bad happen to me." Hey, if it loves you, why the hell are you talking to it like that? Well, it's not even around anymore. So, things are not anything like what you've been told. No one's been able to see it. Everybody was talking out of what they were told to say. The original first angels, which were nothing but living robots, servants, the original first being male and female, They take their energy, go through the upper, they go right in the upper crown, down through the middle crown, into the lower crown, through the lower crown, but consuming it also, and then going into the hypothalamus in that whole area. And that's where that's where understanding comes from. And then you also go down and through that into the heart. Angels were made to be like that. The higher vibration, soft, floaty energy that moves around. There's a lot more coming with new types of source spirit. I've only touched on a couple of times. That'll be in the 3rd book. And that's enough for today. And I understand the feeling behind, just when I think I understand you, Jay, then you take off in something totally different. And it's hard for me to have, continued really strong faith in you when you do that. I said, screw me, man. This is about y'all having faith in yourself. So, some of the younger kids want to find out about the ET stuff. I understand that. That's cool. And hey, I was younger. I was in my 50s when I started learning about stone energy. I mean, what the hell? If anybody was worried about winning a race, I guess it should have been me, but I'm not, because there's no race. Just a bunch of people hanging around in the field under a tree and at a picnic table. We just get rained on. Anyway, folks, this is information for you to use when you're ready for it. I'm not concerned about what you think of me. I'm concerned about doing my job. Excuse me. But a lot of the folks that come here just for the excitement, they want someone to get powerful and, act powerful and all this other stuff. And then they say, yeah, I'll listen to this guy because I'm smart and I know what I'm doing. And again, it's just floating back to their own selves, looking for arrogance. We all have to start somewhere, don't we? And where else can we start other than where we are at the moment? Jay's talking about simple stuff, going around in circles again. He's trying to make us dizzy. I'm giving you information, and what I tell you over time will make sense. Do I ever screw up? Oh yeah. Who doesn't? No such thing as not ever screwing up. It's called learning. You screwed up. You're stupid. No, you're learning. And you passed another point. That's awesome. Everything society has been made for you to tear each other down. What the hell for? Make you easier to control. Look at Christianity. Oh, somebody slaps your face, give them the other side. Yeah, let them slap the other side. Oh, and the meek will inherit the earth. The lambs. Yeah, till you become lamb chops, folks. Like I said, you have more freedom than you've ever had before. You're not under that control of the original first being male and females angels, which they're the ones that carried out the will, the desires of the original first being halves, male and female. They're gone. There's no one to thank. There's no to do about it other than understand that they're gone and you're free. So, folks, love you, man. This is a lot of information. A lot of you might want to go to it later if you can, if you know how, because I don't download it. I know people have. I don't know how. I'm not here for that. And you find a 10-year-old kid who's going to know more than me about computers and phones and stuff. I'm here to give you the information. But creation has changed. It's still undergoing change. It's about family now. It's about everyone being one family. You don't all have to sit together at the table and hold hands and sing Kumbaya. That's not what it's about. It's about you having the freedom to explore what you really are, your own frequencies. You're going to start having lives where those of you like to explore. I've told you that in different concepts. I said, man, you're an explorer. He goes, oh yeah, man, I love to go out. You know, how did I know that? Some people just want to stay inside. How do I know the difference? I see you. I know you. I remember you. All of you. Who I really am, what I am, not this body that you're listening to, but who I am or looking at. I am the oldest thing. I've been around forever. I know y'all. I was there when you came out. And I've done a miserable job of performing my function, my format for why I was made. But the old system had to be broken down, and it is. And now we're rebuilding. So now you can finally be the real you. So you're going to find out. It's just, I mean, in a very good way, and nice and easy, smooth change. It's just going to get better and better. There's no hooray, there's no hurrah, but it's good, it's nice, and it gets better. Okay? So, folks, love you, man. Take care.